Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Today we are going to see layer management. Layers. Layers is one of the important tool in AutoCAD. If, Without the layer, we cannot create any drawings. Whatever you learned until now, that is not belonging to layer, just that is the drawing to draw the sketches. But today, we will like to more in depth in AutoCAD. Okay, so basically, I want to explain to you what is the layer. Before that, for example, how to explain that example. Just a second. For example, layer is something like a paper. Okay, but see the paper. This paper is a A4 size paper. If I bring my paper into the camera, you can't see me, right? You are not able to see my face because this paper was hiding me. If I bring down, you can see it. But the same way, this if this paper is the transparent paper, okay? If it is a transparent paper, when I bring my paper into the face, you can see me because this paper is transparent, okay? So the layer is also like a transparent paper. Layer is something like as a level. If you are placing one paper, one layer in below, whatever the below, you can see it. If you place one more paper, I mean one more layer on the same place, you can get the two layer with the transparent. If it is the transparent layer, transparent paper, you can see my face even though if I hide myself in front of the camera. The same concept, the layer is working here. Here in AutoCAD, the every layer, this paper is just you assume this is one layer. Maybe I will give this layer name is called A, or wall, or door, or window, or floor plan, or electrical, lighting, whatever this switches, cameras, whatever that you can give any name, but that layer name. If you place one paper, that one layer, then if you place one element on that layer, that element will placed on particular layer A. Then after I will bring one more layer on the top of the layer A. This second layer is name called B. So I will place one more object in the B. For example, if this is one layer, I draw something here. Okay. If I draw something here, you can see that. I also can see that because this layer, this paper is a transparent. Whatever I write here, it will be transparent. You can see. Even though if I place one more layer on the top, also you can see because that is transparent. But I draw my name, Daniel, in this layer, this paper. I bring one more paper to draw one more name is called Ashok or Ramalingam or Jewel or whatever that. Then if I place together with the two layer, I can see the Daniel and also can see the Ramalingam. Also I can see the Ashok, I can see the Jewel, I can see anyone name. This is called the layer. Usually this is very in the beginning stage maybe it's confusing. When we start to draw, that can be easily understand. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to create the layer. Okay, then after I will explain to you how the layer will be working. Okay, last week we have seen not last week, last before week we have seen how to create the dimensions, right? If you want to create the dimension, you have to do dimension style manager. You have to set your dimension styles in manager. The same way, if you want to use the layers, you have to create the layer manager to create your own set, like a dimension, like the arrow size, whatever the text size, colors, and everything you created, right? The same way, you have to create main layers manager too. So the command is layer, layer. When you enter the layer, then the new window will appear. This is called layer manager window. Okay, where you can see this one, see in the below. See the below layer properties manager. Okay, this is a new fresh window. See on the top, there are filters. One, then second one is another window. It's called layer status bar is there. See on the top, there are few items. One is new property filter, new group filter, then layer status, states manager, new layer VP frozen in all viewports, delete layer, current layer. There are few items are there. Now I'm going to create a first layer in my drawing. Okay, already defaultly there is one layer is called, the layer name is called 0, but I don't want to use that layer name. I want to use the new one. So if you want to use the create new one, just you go there, new layer, just you click, then automatically layer will be creating itself. Okay, after you can give the name like wall, enter. Okay, once you create the layer, see whatever the tick mark here, this tick mark is called, that is the current layer. Whatever you are going to draw, it will be stored in tick mark layer. Okay, 0, then layer name is called 0. If you want to use the wall layer, then you have to select here to take, make it current layer, then become wall is the current layer. Okay, again, I'm going to create the new layer now. See, go to new layer, sorry, new layer, click, then it will be showing layer name. You can make it plan. Again, I will create one more layer.
Good evening, sir.
Column. Good evening. Good evening. Please continue the class. We will talk later. The next layer name is called window. Next layer name is called door. Simply, I will teach you. Next layer is called circle, rectangular, triangle. Okay, this is the layers. See, I have created 2, 4, 6, 8 number of new layers. And also we have to see in one by one here. This is the layer description. You can call layer properties, or you can call layer details, whatever that's. Okay. There are few items. I will teach you one by one how it works, what is the purpose. Okay. See, when you go to the layer manager, if you create the layer, I already told you, you can set the layer become current. Now I'm going to set my plan layer is the current, then you have to click it. You can double click also, automatically it will be getting a current layer. Okay. Once you create the layer, see there are few options is called on, freeze, lock, color, line type, line weight, transparency, plot, new visual property, freeze, and description. So what do you mean by on? That means before I'm going to teach you this thing, I want to draw something, then only I can teach you. You can understand easily. Okay. Now I'm going to draw. I will set the limits and I will set the paper is 420, comma 297. Enter. Then zoom all. I will turn off the F7 is the grid line. F7. Okay. Now go to home. You can see the window, the small tab is called layers tab. Okay. Here you can see the layer property, layer status bar, and also off, on. This is all is belonging to layer window. Now I'm going to draw one column. Okay. Not one column, few columns. So I will go to select the layer, whatever I need. For example, if I want to draw the circle, I will choose the circle. Now I will draw the circle. This is the circle. Okay. I will do array. Array, rectangular array. It's automatically coming 4 number. A double click, then I will make it 6, 6. Distance is 100 by 100. So just you assume this is the column. Okay. 10 number of columns in vertical and horizontal. Okay. Again, I want to draw plan. This is the floor. I'm going to draw the plan. So I'm going to choose plan layer to create the drawing, line by or rectangle, create the plan. By what happened? Rectangular, rectangular. Number illusion field. Array rectangular. It's under the layer. Okay, never mind. A rectangular, there is one one rectangle. So I choose draw the floor plan. Actually, my drawing will not be like that. It should be edge of the column. Okay. This is my four plan. Again, I'm going to choose the another layer is called wall. Now I'm going to draw my wall. So I'm creating the again rectangular wall. This is one wall. And I also am going to draw another wall. I will draw one more column, sorry, wall. FH. Maybe I will draw one more. Just you assume like that, okay? This is the wall. Now I'm going to choose another column. Is what is the another? Maybe the door. Create the door. Just assume this is the door. Okay, this is the door. Okay. Now just roughly I created one drawing now. Again we will go back to layers. We already created some layer and also we drawn some layer under the layer name. That is called column layer, door, plan, and wall. We use the few layers. Now I'm going to use, see, there are on tab right here. If I select all to turned off, it will say turn the current layer off. Whether if you want, yes. Otherwise, no. Yes, I want to turn off. I will turn off all the layer. Go back to see. I can't see any drawing in the model space. See, I'm not able to see any drawing here. You know why? Because I was turn off all the layers here. That's why I'm not able to see it. Now, I'm going to select the particularly for column to turn on. Okay, now you see my column layer is turned on. Go back to see your drawing. Zoom all. Come back again. Because your layer is not current. Okay. Select turned off. I need to check why it's not exactly. Select that. Oh, this is on the circle. Okay. I'm going back to the layer. Select all. Turned off. Yes, turned everything. I can't able to see any drawing. Again, I'm going to manager, layer manager. I'm going to choose circle layer to turned on. Now this only one layer only turned on. You come back there. Now you can see only that particular layer, whatever you turned on here. Okay. The rest of the layer, rest of the drawing was there, but you are not able to see because you turned off that particular layer. Okay. That's why you are not able to see. Again, I'm going to back to turn on my plan layer. I will turn on. Again, I come back. I have to see why I can't see. So if I am not able to see this layer means I'm not drawn properly down on but that particular layer. That's why I'm not able to find out that layer. Again, I will come back, layer, property. I will turn on everything. Go back. I will check now one by one how it looks like. See, when I select that particular object, it's showing it's a wall name, right? If I select this object, it will show what is the name? Circle. So the circle, the column of the circle is belonging to circle layer. If I'm going to select my door, it's already showing door layer. Okay. At the same time, if I do the layer to turn off my wall, go back to see my plan drawing is there, but actually see my plan drawing is belonging to a rectangular layer. That's why I'm not able to see that. Okay. For example, if you are doing any drawing, somebody came, hey, I want to see only the doors on my drawing. I don't want to see anything on the floor plan. I want to see how many doors in my floor plan drawing. Then what you do, just you go to the layer manager, select all the layer, turned off. Then you check which layer is door. Then you go to select that particular layer, door. Then you turn on that particular layer, come back to see on your drawing. You can see only the door layer. Doors. Because you drawn all the doors in particularly for door layer. So that's why you can control, you can manage to on and off that particular layer. So the main thing, once you created the layer, whenever you want to draw the layer, particular object like as a door or window or floor plan or column or whatever that element, you have to make sure that element is belonging to a right layer. Otherwise, it's become a problem. You cannot able to manage it. Just now I tried, right? I tried to open the plan drawing, floor plan. But actually I was drawn that floor plan line in a rectangular layer. That's why I cannot able to find out. If you draw on the right place, a right layer, if you assign the right layer, then automatically you can control that layer by on and off. Okay. Now I'm going to turn on rectangular layer. Now I can see the rectangular with door. If I'm going to turn on plan, if there is anything plan layer, it will show there. If I'm going to turn on my column, then column will be showing here. If I'm going to turn on my walls, wall will be showing here. So this is the way to control your object by layers. Not only for the door, wall, column, or slab. You can do any elements like electrical element, mechanical element, piping element. Whatever the industries you are working, you can use that layer property to manage to draw or control your drawings. It's very easy for you to manage it. It's very easy for you, very flexible for you to do the work. Because sometimes if you want to just create a lighting elements on your pro plan, there are a lot of elements, there are a lot of things in the drawing, but it's very messy and it's not easy to read everything. So that's the case, just you turn off everything, turn on only for the column, wall, slab, that's all, the room name, then easily you can place the lightings, easily you can place the what is that ACMV elements. Easily you can place the sprinkler pipe elements. Easily you can place the doors, walls, whatever that's. Okay. So that's why the layer will be playing a good role. So on the first one, it's controlling on and off. Second one is a freeze. Freeze means it will freeze the element. You cannot delete. It will be there for you to see, but it will be freeze means it will freeze itself. It means It will see, you can see it, but you cannot do anything. Okay. Almost the on and freeze is working the same with slightly different conditions. See, I will freeze everything. Still, it's off. Okay, but still there. But we cannot see that. Okay, so the same way on and off you can control by freeze also on and off. For example, if you on, see now you can see the circle because I have on particularly for the circle and column freeze. Freeze on. That's why you can see it. Okay. Thirdly, we will see this tab is called lock. See, there is a lock button, right? A locker is there, right? If you open that locker means it's your layer is open. If you make it lock means the layer is locked. What is the difference between open and lock? See, when you bring your cursor to the drawing, automatically it will show lock. That means your layer is locked. You can't do anything. See, even though if you select, delete, you cannot delete. Select, move, you cannot move it. Select, copy, you cannot copy it. You can't do anything, but just you can see the layers there. Maybe you can think why I want to lock. Yes, good question. Sometimes if you are doing anything here, you're seriously working on here. Unfortunately, there might be chances to delete the element without your knowledge. You are working for electrical, but in your drawing, there is a ACMV because the ACMV is belonging to electrical, electrical is belonging to ACMV. If there is any ACMV point, you have to provide electrical power point. You should know where is the ACMV diffuser, then only you can give the point. That time, if you don't have the drawing, if you hide the drawing, if you are off the drawing, you cannot find out the location. If you turn locked, then you can know where is the place and you can easily place your element like an electrical element. It won't be delete. Unfortunately, it won't be erase anymore, but it will be reference. Okay. You can particularly individually, you can go to turned on. For example, now circle turned on. Now I'm coming back. You can see the difference. Locked element is dull color, it's a light color. Open element is bright color. See, open element, I can move anywhere because this layer is unlocked. Select here, go to the home. You see, your layer was unlocked. That's why you are able to move. If you are locked here, here also you can do. If you lock here, you cannot move this object to anywhere. See, you can't move. When you bring it there, then automatically it will show you it's locked. Okay, so this is the lock and unlock option. Okay, the next one, color. This color is almost like as a dimension style. We have seen the dimension style manager, right? On the dimension style manager, you can customize your colors in particular lines. The same way you can do here. For example, in your circle, the column want to be green color. You can assign here. Say, okay. Your rectangular, that is called unlock. I am going to select rectangular is a, what is the column? The plan, flow plan. If you want to make it red, you can assign. Then wall, you want to show it's a blue color, you can assign. Then what are the other item? Plan. If you want to show yellow color, you can assign. After you come back, you can see here, your drawing is very colorful because you already assigned colors in particular layer. Your wall become blue color, toe plan become red color, plan become yellow color, but we didn't do any plan drawings in the plan. Circle become green color. So that's why a column become a green color. Okay, this is the color. And next one is the line type. I hope everybody remember on the dimension style manager, we have seen how to assign the line type, right? If you want to create the wall become other line type, just you go to select your line type. Go to continue, or you can choose the load button to select the wall, whatever the line you want. See, there is a lot of line types. Whatever the line type you want, you can select. Maybe I can select the wall is become dash line. Then you select, say okay. Then you go to see where all the wall is dash line. Okay. The same way you can assign whatever the wall line type you want, either circle line type, plan line type, door line type, whatever the line type you want, you can go on to select and load to find out whatever you want. Dotted line means dotted line. Select then okay. Your column, circle line is again your column want to show any other type, maybe this type. Okay. 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 See your line, column line. It's different style. So this is the way to assign your line types. Okay. The next one is line weight. Line weight is, I hope you remember that the same in AutoCAD, sorry, Dimension Style Manager. If you want to make it the thicker line, you can select the line type, what type of line you want. Or if you want to make thicker, it's a 1.2, 1.2. If you want to make it default is 0, you can make it 0. It's up to your choice. This line weight is depends on the requirement from the engineer. If your designer, your manager, whatever that they ask you to assign, then you will assign. Otherwise, you can maintain default. The next one is a transparency. How transparently your line, your object, your layer want to be shown. For example, I want to make that my circle transparency is 0. If you make it 50, okay. See, last time the green color was very bright. Now is very dull because I make it to show only 50%. That's why my transparency is light color. Okay. The same way you can control all the layers by transparency. The last one, plot. This is the control, whatever the layer you have. If you want to print, everything printing on your drawing, print out. If you don't want to print the column, you go to column, click then there is showing untick for your printer. So that means particularly for this circle layer will not print on your printer. Even though you can see, you can view in the preview, but you are not able to see the line particular layer in your printed drawing. Okay, we have the another lesson how to print the drawing, how to set the printer to take the drawing whatever you draw. Okay, that time we will see more clearly, but you remember that if you don't want to print anything on your drawing, you can control here by turning off, turning on. Okay, whatever you off, you can see here when you take the print out, you cannot get these layers in your drawings. Okay, that is the printer printing option. This one is the new view freeze. This one is more advanced. Don't want to learn at this time, even though it's not easy to understand. Just you leave it. When you really working on the industry or any drafting industry, that time you will know, maybe you can learn from your colleagues. Okay, that's why we leave it that. This is the layer manager, layer management, how to create the layer, how to control the layers with it on and off, freeze, log, color, line type, line weight, and transparency with plots. Okay, this is the basic things for layer management. Now you have to do one exercise. Whatever you learn, you have drawn the drawings, whatever you did the drawings in the previous, you just go to open the drawing, create your own layers and assign that layer into particular name. Maybe now I created the layer, then after I assign the layers. If you already draw the drawing, already finish the drawing, for example, if you have the circle, if already you draw the one object, okay, you didn't assign this object in many layer, that time you just you select, go to the layer tab. If you're going to select any one, then automatically it will be assigned it to, it should be unlocked. Just go and select, go to the layer, just select the door, then automatically this object become door layer. If you want to make it this object assigned to object into floor, just go to select floor, then automatically the layer become plan layer. So after you drawn the drawing, also you can assign the layers. Okay, so this is the procedure. So you go to practice your layer management in your existing drawing. Or if you want to draw the new drawing, also you can create the new drawing, then take any one of the drawing, then after you can create the layers, then after you start to draw the drawings. Okay, this is the layer management lesson. So I'm going to stop the lesson now.